Hey Libra, intuitive soul coach here with your September 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Libra, prior to your reading here, Spirit was giving me this is the time for you to build your dream team. And I love your main energy card because you have the ring, which is about teamwork, partnerships, coming together, working together. So building your dream team could be all about you connecting with the right people, your soul tribe, whether this is in the spiritual sense, the physical sense, or a combination of both. A lot of you Librans are on the path towards abundance, prosperity, and success. And it is about you building your dream team along the way. So this could be a business endeavor, creative endeavor. For others of you, this is about you using your spiritual gifts. Some of you are going to see some big changes around Libra season as well. So I'm loving this for you. Beautiful energy, Libra. Now, in the position of the recent past, you have the book card. This talks about contracts, paperwork, learning things as you go. But a lot of you are well knowledged. You have the knowledge, the tools to move forward in any endeavor that you want here. So if you don't know how to do it, Libra, you're going to research, right? You are an air sign. So I do feel like you have a brilliant mind and you have the capacity to hold a lot of knowledge, even if you forget, or even if you feel like you don't have what it takes here, you're willing to discover, research it out, or remain curious and find solutions here to any answers or problems that you may have had regarding money. So I love the book card showing up because some of you may be writing a book, taking a class. You could be journaling more. You may also be automatic writing, Libra. This is the card of education, possibly law. There's a lot of spiritual teachers and influencers and healers that are on this channel as well that are Librans. So I do feel for a lot of you, this is a new opportunity for you to discover. Take the path less traveled. Invite in your dream team and see the magic happen here between the pages. And a lot of you you're writing the next chapter of your life. For others of you, you've completely completed a book and you're on to the next story or the next human experience that your soul contracted to have. And for others of you, there may be a trilogy happening here, right? This could be the third business that you've opened, the third, contract in whatever way, shape, or form that shows up for you. So I really love this. I'm getting threes like crazy around you, Libra. So some of you may be seeing 333. Threes are also the energy of creativity, harmony, and that could be because Spirit was giving me that building your dream team. So I'm loving that. I may even title your video that as well. So in the present month of September, you have the ring card. This talks about financial commitments, long-term investments, partnerships, working together to collaborate for maybe a greater cause. This can also be the people who help build you up, the people who bring in the knowledge possibly. This could be teachers, coaches, influencers. It can be authors. It can be bosses. Anyone who helps you grow and learn, even the people that are difficult or challenging to be around. So taking that energy and saying, I'm going to deal with the good, the bad, the ugly, and I'm going to learn from it here. That's what you're doing, Libra. You are on the path towards not just a highly successful career, but a very fulfilling one as well, because there's this attraction happening here. The law of attraction, I'm getting here, Two of Cups, I'm getting magician energy. I do get a lot of threes, so we could even see the Empress, which is you. We may see the Three of Pentacles. So I'm excited to see what cards show up for you. And in the near future, which makes complete sense because again, Libran season is just around the corner and it is, starting here in September. This is all about you giving and receiving. The reciprocity that is taking place here is just beautiful. You deserve this gift, Libra. There could be a sudden windfall that shows up for you. There could be a lot of acts of generosity. Now, you may be on the receiving end, you may be on the giving end, or you're mixing up the both. I feel like it's both because there is reciprocity coming in. Now, this could be an act or a deed that you've done many months ago or many years ago, and now you're reaping the rewards of that karma, right? There's good karma coming in here for you. This is also about financial support. Now, some of you didn't feel as supported as you would have liked to have felt with your career or in your creative endeavors. I feel like it's coming in. And again, there's this strong energy around you of resourcefulness and soul tribe and collaborations and just things coming together, Libra. So this is a really exciting time for you. And some of you could even be getting a work surprise. There could be a bonus, some sort of new incentive. You could be taking a vacation from work as well in the coming months. But whatever this is here, it is a gift, and you're going to focus on being in the present, being in the moment, because that is the gift as well. And a lot of you are honing in on your spiritual gifts and talents as well, and that's going to help you attract and bring in money if that is what you're seeking, emotional fulfillment, liberation. I'm getting some sort of freedom here as well. So financial freedom or flexibility to be able to do as you wish or come and go as you please. I'm also getting here a change in scenery is the quote that Spirit is showing me, a change in scenery. So a lot of you, yes, there could be travel, but I also feel like you're switching up your environment because something within you is changing, Libra, and you feel it, and you've probably been feeling it for quite some time. But I feel like you are shifting things up. Maybe you've been in that cubicle that hasn't had, any light or a window. You may be shifting areas where now you're able to have a window cubicle or something of that nature here. Maybe you work from home. You could be shifting around your home office, maybe putting the desk in a different spot and, just changing up the scenery. You could work outside instead of inside. Maybe you work at the beach instead of working, at home. Whatever this is here, I feel like there's a big change in scenery. And you're going to receive a lot of generous comments, compliments, incentives, bonuses, but I feel like you're dishing it out just as fast as you're receiving it as well. So this is a really exciting time for you, Libra. Let's dive into your Celtic cross and take a look at the heart of the matter. What's the heart of the matter for Libra? Career, finances, money, wealth, and abundance. We're just going to get your full Celtic cross here. There you are, showing up strong, loud, and clear. Queen of Swords is your main energy. So Libra, you are feeling in your power. You are doing what you do best, whatever that may be for you. You're living and speaking in your truth is what I sense here. There is a no BS energy around you where if something doesn't feel right, you're cutting it out is what I sense here. If it doesn't resonate with you, you're not holding on to it. Same goes for these readings on YouTube, right? If something doesn't resonate, don't make it fit. Don't hang on to it. You know what is right for you, Libra. And that's what I feel is happening in your career or in your money matters, or some of you are making some big money moves as well. As you build your dream team, some of you could also be cutting people out, not in a negative way, hopefully compassionately. You may be cutting people out, letting them go. If you are in charge of a company or you have people that work for you, you may say, hey, I'm sorry, it's just not working. For others of you, you're going to have new people come on board. But what's happening here is you're shifting your energy, and whatever isn't a match to your energy, you're getting rid of, Libra, and you're taking that sword of yours and you're cutting through it here. But the way that you deliver is important as well, Libra, because The Queen of Swords is showing up in the highest form here in the upright position. And when the Queen of Swords shows up in the highest form, this is about you honestly speaking the truth, but compassionately as well, not saying it in a blunt or egotistical way, but saying, you know, I think that you would work better in a different position, or you have skills and talents that maybe could be applied elsewhere. So you're speaking the truth, but you're doing it in a loving way as well. So I love this showing up for you, Libra. Let's see what's coming in here. Ooh, we have the Justice. There's that Empress. We knew she would come up here. Let's see what we have. Seven of Swords in reverse. Wish fulfillment. I mean, Libra, you can't make this up here. We have Knight of Coins. So something that you're building that may have seemed a little bit slower to start off or take off is really starting to build a little more momentum. Any sort of conflict going on here, you're eradicating. Four of Wands. Beautiful. Let's see what else we have here. And I'm not going to look at the final outcome until the very end of your reading, Libra. So let's dive in to the main energy, which is you, Queen of Swords. Now, you are a strategic thinker. You're an air sign. You do think with your brilliant mind a lot, but it's important for you, Libra, to find that balance between the head and the heart, and to start asking yourself this month, how do I feel? Instead of what do I think about this, or what do you think about that, right? This is about how you feel. And there was another sign as well. It may have been actually Aries or maybe even Gemini, if some of you have those placements or you're dealing with an Aries or Gemini in your chart. This was coming up as well. It possibly could be for air signs, but dropping down to that heart center as well this month and speaking with compassion, but also, Libra, it's being honest with yourself about what it is that makes you happy. And some of you, you really want to find or be or build a career that not only is financially lucrative, but it's something that emotionally satisfies you as well. So some of you have been doing some brainstorming with the books. You've been reading up, you've been educating yourself, you've been gaining the knowledge. A lot of you are more competent in your line of work, even if it's something that you've just started, than you think you are. And I feel that you have what it takes to blend heart and soul and brain into what it is that you are doing, and you will be highly successful. So this is really interesting because you may have been studying, taking some classes, maybe reading some self-help books or books on business, education, whatever this is here for you in the recent past. And it's taken a little bit of time to gain that momentum to build up here. You're asking yourself, does this feel right for me? If not, I need to cut that out, right? I need to cut it out and use that brilliant mind of mine to open up a new doorway, to see what feels right and what I can bring into the mix here. And that's what you're doing, Libra. So definitely strategizing is what you're doing. You may be planning things out as well, but you're also dropping to your heart space throughout the month. I feel throughout the rest of 2023, you're really kind of going back and forth, but you're blending the two beautifully, and you're dropping down to your heart and saying, okay, this is what I think about this situation, but how do I really feel? Because sometimes those are two completely opposite things. But I am getting, because you have the Seven of Swords in reverse, some of you who have been in that fight or flight energy, or you've been doing what you've needed to do just to survive, just to make ends meet, pay the bills, just doing your regular grind and hustle in order to live here on earth, right? I feel like there's some sort of a stop or coming to a halt. Now, it doesn't mean you're getting fired, or it doesn't mean that there's going to be a tower, because I don't see any towers here. I don't even see really any negative cards, I tell you. This is a really powerful, beautiful reading, Libra. But the Queen of Swords here is about staying in her truth and her power and her integrity, but staying humble as well. So Libra, there could be some big changes that show up in your world. Some of you could come into a large amount of money. For others of you, there's a new doorway opening for you to use your gifts. But what I'm sensing is, regardless of what takes shape in the near future, you're going to stay humble and stay in your integrity here. And I'm getting that other people respect you. Other people want to hear what you have to say because you may give great advice. You may be a counselor, a coach, a mentor, a healer, a tarot reader, whatever it is that you do, even if it's not necessarily on a professional level at this time, you have the opportunity to build that momentum and turn it into a full-time lucrative career. A lot of you are influencers. You could be actors, you could be writers, authors, whatever it is that you're doing, Libra. This is your moment to shine. This is your time to really evaluate what's working and what's not, and blending that masculine and that feminine energy. Beautiful. I love this for you. Now, the challenge for you is justice, right? Is to cut away any imbalances, Libra. And this double Libra showing up here right away. So both triple actually. You have, and then you have the swords over here. So more of you. I mean, wow. This is a time where Spirit is saying, Libra, I don't want to say now or never, but I'm kind of getting that energy of now or never. It doesn't mean that if you don't take that step now, it'll never happen, but that train could pass and it may not come around for a little while, Libra. So you want to jump on board, because not only is the ticket and the price right, there's a seat with your name on it, and it is luxurious, and it is being offered to you at this time, and the right people are sitting next to you on this train, right? You're building your dream team, and you're being guided here spiritually, right? Just like a train already has a track, right? It's already on that track. So whatever it is that you are being intuitively and spiritually guided to head towards, you have what it takes, but you just have to say yes. So this is really wonderful. This is about fairness coming in. Now, the challenge for you with the justice could be imbalances at this time. Maybe there's been moments where you thought, well, life just isn't fair. Maybe you were treated accordingly, or you were treated in an unjust manner based on race, sex, anything, right? It could be anything. It could be a color, it could be female, male, it could be ageism, whatever it could be here. There may have been something where you felt judged or you felt criticized. I do sense here as well, the more that you open up to your truth, the more people may judge. Okay, this is important here because this can be an energy of biased opinions, or people are going to not always agree with what it is that you are saying or doing. For others of you, you're speaking the truth and the whole truth, and I feel like you're protected as you do so. So whether you're dealing with something in the legal system, whether you're exposing some sort of truths, if you are spreading the word, sharing something that needs to be seen, needs to be heard. Some of you are humanitarians, or you are sharing about the injustices of the world here. Look at this. The scales are balanced. So even though this is a challenge, Spirit is saying you're protected. You're protected as you bring about some sort of truth and awareness, whether it's within yourself, whether it's within the world at large, whether it's what you do for a living here, okay? Because some of you are lawyers, or you fight for justice in some way, shape, form, or fashion, Libra, but you have here the scales being balanced. But sometimes people don't want to see it, because you can see here that there's a blindfold on her. They don't want to see the truth. Sometimes it can be you, Libra. Sometimes it's hard to hear or see the truth of a situation, but you're being called to make a stand, to take a stand, to build your dream team, to help you do something not by yourself, right? Not on your own, but to cut through any of those injustices, because you may have been treated unfairly or poorly at work. Maybe you were singled out because of A, B, or C. You fill in the blank, right? Now you're fighting for justice. You're fighting for truth. And it may seem like an upward battle or an upward hill, but keep going. Don't stop here. I feel justice will be served. Okay. I mean, you have some powerful energy, and it may take a little bit of time. Okay. It may take a little bit of time, but justice will be served. This is the card of karma as well. And as I mentioned, even before seeing this card, there's some karma that is taking effect. You've put out good work, Libra. Even if this was many moons ago, what you put out is coming back to you. And yeah, it doesn't happen right away. Sometimes it takes many months, many years. It could be a lifetime, maybe next lifetime, right? But But karma is a real thing. It is a consequence based on an action that we put out. And you're going to see here that the good deeds that you are doing are going to come back to you tenfold. So I like that this is showing up. It doesn't bother me that it's in a challenge, because if anyone can bring justice to any situation, Libra, it is you. And because you're standing in your power, tell me the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. That's what's coming in here. So you have here a lot of truth on your side. Now, what's below you is this Empress energy. Now, the Empress here, I believe it was showing up in reverse. If it wasn't, I feel a little bit lower on the vibrational scale here for the Empress. So that is about smothering creation. Okay, when the Empress shows up in reverse, it means that you could have neglected or even smothered, you choose, right? It's some sort of imbalance when it comes to your career, or it felt like others may have been neglecting you, or maybe you felt like you were pressured or up against something, smothered, basically, someone over your shoulder, watching out over you, or some of you even had taken maternity leave. You wanted to birth something new into creation, but for whatever reason, it came to a standstill, right? It came to some sort of a standstill, or the gestation period stopped before it could come to fruition, is kind of what I feel here for you. I mean, some of you, you could be surrogates as well. You could be surrogates, or maybe you wanted to start a family. Maybe in the past you put your career on hold so you could start a family. And I do feel here that the Empress in its highest light, which is you, you are Libra and Taurus is the Empress. This is about you now having the ability to nurture some sort of creation, something that you really, really are in full alignment with when it comes to your money and your wealth and your career. Whether this is you being in that spotlight, I mean, the Empress is one of the most abundant energies aside from the sun that there is. So maybe you weren't in the space, the right energy, it wasn't the right timing, but I feel like the divine timing is coming in here now for you to put your time, energy, and efforts towards creating, bringing something to that full completion, or again, that gestational period of whatever had been growing within you, whatever seeds you have planted. It may not have hit the ground, it may not have come to fruition or reality, but I feel like you have the opportunity to do so now. That's why you have this gift here. Now, for some of you, you could be reaching people on a global level. You see the world here. You could be helping people internationally. You may be called to help those less fortunate. Again, acts of humanitarianism. There could be some global or nonprofit things showing up for you. You could be called to do some mission work as well, or help natural disasters, send care packages, whatever this is here for you. I feel like you have a strong calling, even if that calling is tiny or if it's huge. It makes a difference. It all makes a difference. Libra, you make a difference. So don't cast that aside, because I feel like this is coming up again within you. And this has always been there, always been within you. That seed has been planted a long time ago. For a lot of you, since you were a little girl or a little boy, you've wanted to do something that's been a strong pull to your heart chakra. But as you well know, as you journey and navigate through life, things happen. And sometimes you need to take that convenience store, gas station job just to put bills on the table, right? Or excuse me, there's bills on the table, but just to be able to pay those bills on the table, or put, food in your children's mouth, or whatever it is here. Sometimes you go into that survival mode and you need to do what you need to do, and it's not always fulfilling your passion and your purpose. But I feel like it's coming back up around for you to take hold of this time. And this is big. And I feel like you've been getting this energy lately, at least for the past, I want to even say the last 6 months, Libra, where it's been brewing within you and something is ready to burst out. It's almost just like a pregnancy here, right? Something's been brewing, possibly even for the last 9 months for a lot of you Librans. It could have even been since your birthday last year, right? It could be something that you've thought about and you may have started to dabble back into. Even though this has been, the seeds have been planted a long time ago, I do feel like you're coming up to that moment to give birth, give life to a new idea here. Whether you're female or male, it doesn't matter. Now, in the past, you have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is showing up in reverse though, which is good. I mean, not really good, but it is about exposure. There's some sort of dishonesty that's being revealed to you. And like I said, you don't want lies. You don't want betrayal. You don't want sneaky, shady energy. You want the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Again here. So whatever was exposed to you, it's actually helped you because you feel like you can be of service, or this exposure can help you on your path or on your mission. I hope that makes sense here for you. Now, for some of you, this can be your own energy where maybe you were self-deceiving. Maybe there was something that was deceiving you, or perhaps you really wanted to move in that direction, but you said, well, I'm just going to choose to stay in this comfort zone or choose to stay in this space because over here it looks a lot like work and I really don't want to head towards work, right? So please take it as it resonates. This can be people around you. It can be attachments as well. It's closely related to that double energy. So I do feel like there were certain things, materialism, codependency, fears, obsessions. This is a moment for you to take off that mask or to see other people for who they really are and for you to help the world become a better place. And some of you, you've gone into a little bit of a hermit mode to do that self-reflecting and to do that teaching. For others of you, I am sensing that you can do the work from behind a screen as well, behind a screen. So what that tells me is you can be an influencer. You can work online. You may have a job that's remote. For others of you, you could work from home, or there's something that you can do, again, behind the screen. But also some of you may be called to travel to a place where you can help out as well, or to help some act of humanitarianism is what I get here for you. So let's take a look. What are you manifesting? Well, whatever your wishes are, Libra, whatever it is that you want to see manifesting in your world, it's on your mind and it's showing up here. You're building that dream team, and part of that dream team, you have a genie right there and you have a bottle. So I do feel that you are being granted a couple of wishes at this time. And it's because you've already planted those seeds. You've already done some massive research and work. And so it's not like it's necessarily coming out of the blue. For some of you, it may feel that way, but underneath it all, it's something that you have been working on bringing into your world. And sometimes, a lot of times divine timing is different than our timing, but I do feel like the divine timing is now. Because in the past, there may have been empty promises. There could have been sneaky, shady people around you where you're seeing through them. You're seeing that those promises, they're not going to be kept. But actually, it's giving you an opportunity to head towards something a lot more fulfilling, a lot more in alignment with your soul's purpose. So this is really interesting, Libra. Now, in the near future, you have the Knight of Coins. Now, the Knight of Coins is the slowest moving knight in tarot. But he's the most reliable. He's the most dependable. He's the most honest. I always call him my Matthew McConaughey of the Knights because he's a chill go-getter. And actually, for those of you that have not read Matthew McConaughey's Green Lights or listened, I definitely recommend listening to the audiobook over reading it yourselves. It's actually quite spiritual, and it's a really wonderful book. But the Knight of Coins here is patience. It is patience to succeed. So it takes a lot of time, energy, and effort for this gentleman to not only balance on that tightrope, but to balance a motorcycle while standing, while holding a couple of pentacles, right? That takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of patience. So Libra, you've had to acquire patience along the way, which, no one loves to hear that word, but I feel like you've, in a sense, you've kind of mastered the art of patience because you have had to put something off, or maybe you've had to, you've worked slowly, but yet steadily, whatever this is here for you. I do feel like you have this opportunity to bring it to birth, right? Birthing new life into an energy here. And going far with it, going all the way. The Knight of Coins, he can take something to the next level. He knows when the time has come to take action. Slow and steady wins the race. So not being impulsive, Libra. This is about not, missing something along the way because you're too busy or there's too much of a rush that you have to accomplish it. It's about you having fun along the way as well. So the Knight of Coins showing up here says that something that you are giving birth to has the opportunity. I don't even want to say potential because I feel like it's more than potential. You're going to reach the highest potential, but you're also going to manifest it here on earth. It has the opportunity to go home, go big or go home, to reach that 10 of Pentacles status, to create a legacy here on earth, to bring in generational wealth for those that you leave behind, for the lives that you touch, your clients, your patients, the people around you, whoever this may be. And everyone it may be, right? It's going to grow and build, and it's bigger than I think you can even put a number on. It really is, Libra. All right, how are you doing? This is all about you. There's a little bit of strife, but if I'm to see the 5, I'd rather it be the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords, because there's a little bit of, white knuckling it for some of you. For others of you, there's a little bit of friction, but it's friction through, constructive criticism. It can be a little bit of friction through competition as well, but we can look at competition not in a negative light, but in a positive light. How can you grow and learn from your competition, right? How can you be a better version of you? How can you use what you see or what you've learned from the people around you, right? Building your dream team in order for you to be the best version of yourself. And that's what the 5 of Wands is. It's about overcoming those obstacles by working together, by collaborating, by taking constructive criticism and using it to your highest advantage, but also getting rid of the people that just lack that leadership mentality, and not so much just getting rid of them, not saying, oh, human, you don't deserve to be here. No, not that, but taking their words into consideration if it's constructive, but if not, just letting it bounce off you, right? Just letting it come and go, not taking their words seriously, because you're realizing and understanding through your sense of awareness, through your analytical mind as well, that it most likely is a projection. It could be jealousy. It could be that they're carrying lower vibrational energy or whatever it is here for you, Libra, but you're just not having it. And I do feel that there's more collaboration here available to you, but you must kind of just let whatever is coming at you bounce off if it's not in your highest good or if it's not serving you here. So frictional conflict that can be resolved. So 5 of Wands energy, I do feel like there are people around you, a lot of people that have different opinions of who you are or what you should be doing or how you're doing it. But when it comes down to it, it's your own authenticity, it's your own unique touch, and it's your own energy and vibration that matters, not anyone else's. And that's not coming from a place of, ego for you. It's coming from a place of worth and value. And you know that someone else's opinion of you doesn't determine your value, Libra. So very powerful, very mature of you. Whew, yeah, Libra. So what's going on in your environment? 4 of Wands, success, milestones, victory. It could be even getting together with loved ones and celebrating your success. It could be traveling, taking a trip, family vacation, some sort of freedom, financial freedom, flexibility. 4 of Wands is the card of being together and being grateful for all that you have, being grateful for, the gifts that you are sharing, being generous of others' time and other people complimenting you as well. 4 of Wands is the 1111 card, and it talks about special occasions, which in this case, for a lot of you, is your birthday. It could be a win. It could be a new home. It could be a new business, a new job, whatever it is for you here. There is celebrations coming in. And I feel like you're surrounded by it. This is the card of award as well as ceremony. So some of you, there could be some sort of an award or a ceremony or a graduation or some sort of communal achievement that is coming in here. So a lot of you are on display in a sense. You could be getting a reward for your hard work. You may be hitting a milestone that you've wanted to accomplish, or it's taken a while to accomplish, whether it's a diploma or whether you're opening up an Etsy shop, or maybe you started a YouTube channel. Maybe you started back in 2012, but now you're starting to be consistent with it. Whatever it is here for you, there's a big victory and a big celebration, and you have this sense of freedom within you here. So there's a win, and get ready because people want to celebrate here with you. Now, for some of you, there could be news if you are part of a military family or military background, or if your spouse is in the military, someone maybe getting orders to relocate or to move or to travel or to have some sort of, again, act of service, act of humanitarianism that could be coming in as well. Now, this is interesting because this energy also came up, I believe it was possibly in Leo's reading, maybe even Virgo. But I think Leo, for those of you Librans who have Leo in your chart or you're dealing with a Leo, that's an excellent reading as well, by the way. Some of you are proud to wear your badge of honor. Now, the badge of honor doesn't have to be a physical suit of armor, such as, this army suit or a badge or some sort of outfit that you are to wear that shows who you are. The badge of honor is something within you here, Libra. So it's your energy. And I feel like you carry this with pride. Whatever it is that you do in your work, other people respect you for what it is that you do. Other people honor you. And that does make you feel good. Now, of course, you hear everywhere, everybody and every spiritual teacher always says you don't need external validation. You have everything you need within. Yes, that's true to a point. But it is so very good to have that external validation from people, knowing that you're being of service. You are doing what you're doing and meant to do here on earth. And I feel like you're receiving that external validation. But it's also internally, you know that it's part of your path. You know it as well. But it's a cherry on the top to hear other people compliment you for what it is that you do. And that's what I'm getting here for you. All right, Libra, hopes and fears and goals and wishes, all that stuff here. You have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is in reverse here, but we're going to read it both energies because it is hope and fear. The hope here is that you can get out of some sort of stagnant routine, whatever that routine is for you. And perhaps that routine starts with how you wake up in the morning. Maybe you wake up with 5 minutes to spare before you check your phone and jump in the shower and yada, yada, yada. Switch that up a little bit. Set your alarm a little bit earlier. You have the determination, the strength, and the willpower to achieve a goal that you have for yourself. And if you want to get up a little bit earlier so you don't feel so rushed, or so you can maybe meditate in the morning or read from a scripture or affirmation or whatever it is here for you. Drink your tea out on the patio, whatever it is, Libra. Shake up your routine. Add a little bit of newness or spice to the mix here. Take yourself out of the comfort zone. Try a new food, right? Go jogging at a different time of the day. Invite a friend out for coffee that you haven't talked to in quite some time. Book that trip to that place that you've never been. Say yes to that opportunity that comes in. Apply for that job that maybe you don't even think that you'll get. Apply for it anyway, right? Step outside your comfort zone because that's going to really help you embrace these big changes and big shifts that are coming in here for you. And the hope is that you can change your routine, but at the same time, there's a sense of fear that comes along with it. And what do I always say about fear? False evidence appearing real. Now, the Eight of Cups is my eat, pray, love card as well. So I do feel for a lot of you, yeah, your life may look great on paper. Someone on the outside looking in may say, oh, Libra has it all together. But how do you feel? We talked about this earlier. How do you feel? Are you happy in that job? Are you happy with your finances? How do you feel about these situations? And if you're not feeling 100%, how can you shift up that energy and use your brilliant mind, your bright brain, to help you find solutions to some of those struggles, challenges, or obstacles? And it lies right here. The answer is right here within this book. You have all the resources, the tools, the education, the backup here to be truthful and honest with yourself. A lot of you are getting a lot of downloads. You're getting clarity about your next steps, because I feel it's been a little bit wishy-washy for you, Libra. And you're no longer going to fear some sort of change. Maybe it wasn't even just about fear, which false evidence appearing real. Yes, it can be fear, but it may have been comfort, right? Sometimes we stay in our comfort zone because why? Well, it's comfortable. It doesn't mean it's healthy, right? We can still be in our comfort zone while partaking in unhealthy things, whether it's eating that bag of potato chips and binging, Netflix at night instead of writing that book. It could be you deciding to, hang out with a specific person or a group of people when really you could be over here creating your tribe and being with other like-minded individuals. Whatever this is going on for you, it's important for you to step outside of that comfort zone, because that's where the magic happens, Libra. That's what you are being guided to do. Your final outcome for September 2023. You have the Four of Coins in reverse. So you are letting go. You're letting go of everything we just talked about. You're letting go of restrictions, limiting beliefs, fears, unhealthy patterns. So when we flip this up right here, the Four of Coins, look at that. He's holding on to a cigar. And, cigars, as we know, aren't healthy. It's unhealthy patterns that we stay stuck in. And it could even be that scarcity or poverty conscious mindset of lack of mentality. But the Four of Pentacles showing up here is about you letting go. Some of you've went into debt. Some of you have overspent. Some of you have a scarcity mindset. All of those things that have held you back from achieving your highest level of success when it comes to money, because this is coins, pentacles, this is material gains, this is finances, this is prosperity. All of those things that have held you back in the past, I feel like you are consciously, and there's the key word, consciously, which means you're aware of, you're consciously releasing, because you are aware of what this is for you, because again, we have that sense of clarity coming through. Now that you have a clearer picture of what this is, you can let it go. And once you let it go, that's where you have these gifts that really shine through. So beautiful energy here. Even though the Four of Coins is still a little bit lower on that totem pole on the pentacle spectrum in the near future, what's happening here is you've already done the 5, the 6, and the 7 of pentacles. You've done that work. And the 8, right? The 8 is about mastering your craft. So I do feel for a lot of you, you're going to skip ahead quite quickly. 4 of Coins is you getting out of your own way, right? And we see that showing up. So yes, there could be some of you, it's important to just cut your losses and walk away so you open up to new opportunities. Okay. Some of you need to hear that. May need to just cut your losses and walk away, because there's going to be double of what you lost, or even triple coming back to you. And that's important to remember. If there was a situation that was tricky, manipulative, unfair, okay, even though it may sound counterintuitive to what I said here in the beginning, some of you, and you'll know if this is your story, you'll know if it resonates. With this justice here, you may just have to take that beautiful sword of yours, Libra, cut the losses and walk towards this new beginning here, because I feel you're going to get back everything that you lost and some. Okay, so that's coming in because you have the 9 of Cups above you. So I don't even care to see, it doesn't bother me to see this 4 of Coins, because what you're manifesting is something greater than anything that you've left behind, right? 9 of Cups here is your wishes granted. But in order to grant those wishes, you have to first let go. And that's what I see you doing. That's your final outcome. 4 of Coins in reverse is letting go of all of those things that have held you back in the material world. So yeah, some of you cutting your losses, in order for you to bring in more abundance. For others of you, I feel like you are letting go of an expectation around something, and you're still going to fight for a cause here, but that cause is your own purpose, your own mission, your own journey. And even though justice is showing up as a challenge, I feel like you're getting out of your own way, you're taking off the blindfold, and you're helping the next cycle of people that come in. So for example, maybe some of you were let go or fired from a job in the past, or you were forced to move out of a situation that was less than ideal because people were unethical, immoral, unfair, biased, judgmental. They criticized. Maybe it was just a whole train wreck where you were at, or maybe you're still feeling like you're in that energy. But maybe you were forced to leave, but maybe your job was to leave to expose the truth. And that may be you cutting your losses, but with you exposing some sort of truth is going to help the next person that comes in. It's going to help the next energy, the next corporation, the next business. And this is going to set you up for freedom here, Libra, to build your dream team and to leave an imprint on the energy that you left behind. I hope that makes sense. Very powerful message there, Libra. All right, let's get a message from the wisdom of the oracle. What do we have for Libra? Wouldn't it be crazy if we got the truth be told card? Because wow, you have a lot of truth here, Libra. Truth be told, what do we have for Libra, please? September 2023. All right, you have higher power. I'll take it. Yeah, you're being guided here, just like you are on that train that I keep seeing in my third eye. You're being spiritually guided to a new direction. And when you think about it, trains, well, sometimes I suppose they can go backwards, but mostly it's a forward track. Higher power here. It's card 4. So a lot of you are trusting in your intuition. You're trusting in your higher power at this time. Some of you Librans may be born on the 4th. You could be elevating towards 4s, because again, I was seeing 3s earlier in your reading, and now you may be jumping up to that 4. All right, this is about conscious contact with a higher power. This is about the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. And the prosperity message, Libra, is this. Sometimes your work just flows through you. Your ideas come rushing in and inspiration bubbles up from a wellspring that you didn't even know you could access. When you enter agreements, begin projects, and negotiate deals with spirit as your partner, you will always succeed. Let your higher power lead. The synchronicities and intuitive nudges you feel will help you see which way you are being pointed, giving you confidence to move forward in the right direction. Don't forget to give credit where it is due. You wouldn't be a success without spirit's guidance. Humility will serve you well when this symbol appears. And I think we talked about that earlier, whether humility came up. I know we talked about integrity and humbleness, but you have here these divine gifts. So be sure that you are giving credit where needed. And when the higher power shows up, you're absolutely on your soul mission here. And even if you haven't created this into a profession, you will. It just may be taking a little bit of time to build up here, Libra. Now I'm going to read the protection message because you have the 4 of coins and some of you are still struggling to let go. You may find some powerful advice here in the protector. Now is the time to examine what you are giving energy and attention to in the back of your mind. If you're obsessing about being right, about old resentments or failed expectations, or about money, or about any other people, places, or things, these will be the source from which you create. So I'm going to explain that here. If you're obsessing, Libra, about money, or the loss, or the imbalances, right, with the justice, or about the secrets or the betrayal. If you obsess about this energy, you're going to manifest, because we see the 9 of Cups, you're manifesting, but you're not going to manifest in that highest sense. And we don't want to manifest in a lower vibration, because then we attract the lower vibrational things that maybe we don't really want, right? Spirit, let's see here. But you want spirit to be your source. Take heart, for your higher power will never desert you and is always waiting for you to remember the sacred partnership you share. Turn away from other sources of power that don't serve your highest good. There's no greater source than spirit. You can always surrender your troubles and trust that they will be taken care of. You are in good hands. Oh my gosh, Libra, check this out, right? Your final outcome is the 4 of coins in reverse, and it's the hand. So you're in good hands. Once you let go of this negativity, or once you let go of that fear or unhealthy patterns, whatever this is here, this hand is holding you up. So this is pretty beautiful synchronicity here. And what's underneath the hands? Look at all of that coin, right? All of those coins there showing up. Not only is he holding these coins, but there's a bunch at the bottom. So when you let go, get ready to reach in because the money will flow too. All right, let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, Libra, I ask if you can, just close your eyes for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And I want you to imagine with your mind's eye, your third eye chakra, the first animal or animals that show up in that mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animal is wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This can be an animal that's crossed your path in the great outdoors, one that's visited through your dreams, one that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, or maybe one sitting right beside you. There is no right or wrong answer, Libra. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is enter your power animals in the comment section box below. And I personally, Libra, will enter you into that giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the 1st of each month and post right back here on the channel. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, beautiful energies. Libra, you may be 39 years old, 35 years old. You may be born on the 19th or the 13th. Your first animal is moth. Surrender. Surrender to your higher self. Surrender to the divine plan. Surrender to your purpose, right? Your mission here in life. Sometimes it is difficult to surrender when we feel like we need to control the situations around us or we have expectations. You're being called to surrender at this time, and you'll be amazed at the miracles that are then coming into your world. All right, we have koala spirit. Spirit has a plan, and I love that koala came in. In my mind's eye, I was seeing the sloth, but again, sloth is my favorite animal, one of them. But koala spirit here says spirit has a plan. Yeah, we just talked about that. Once you surrender to maybe your plan or the ego's plan, right, or someone else's plan, once we fully surrender and hand our, I don't want to say hand our lives over in the sense of right away, immediately, that may have triggered you. You may say, I don't want to do that. I got to hang on. That's that final outcome, right? We want to let go. We want to surrender to our highest good. We want to surrender and coerce with spirit. Spirit has a plan for you. Koala spirit here. Love it. Next you have dog, and you also have cat. So this is beautiful energy. Very rarely do the dog and the cat come out together, but it says here, be loyal to what you love and claim that independence. Whatever this is here for you, Libra, whatever it is that you've been brewing since you were a young child, whatever it is that your childhood dreams were, maybe you wanted to change the world. Maybe you wanted to be an actor, an actress, a marine biologist, a scientist, go to the moon, whatever this is here for you. It's time to heed the call. I'm getting here. The call is now, right? The last call at the train station, and it's time for you to hop on it here. So be loyal to what it is that you love, that you're passionate about, and that you really want to bring to fruition, and claim your independence on that. Card 13 and card 19. 13 is the death. It's all about transformative energy, letting go of the old to make way for new. And 19 is the sun. Beautiful. And last but not least, Libra, let's take a look and see which crystal, gemstone, mineral, or fossil you can use in the month of September to help you on your path. What do we have here for Libra, please? What do we have for Libra? Thank you. Oh, we have Emerald. Ooh, you're off to Emerald City, right? Isn't that in the Wizard of Oz? You've had to meet a lot of people, but again, building up your tribe, building your dream team, just like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz had to build up the Scarecrow and the Tin Man and Toto, and she had the Good Witch, and she had the Lion. She had to build up all of those things, but what they really were representations of herself that were showing up in that world of hers, right? And this is what you have as well. You can build that dream team and that courage and those aspects and pieces of yourself to head towards Emerald City. And I feel for a lot of you, this is opening up your heart space. And sometimes you need to reveal what's behind the curtain there, because you have the Seven of Swords here, and you may be the one that reveals what's behind the curtain, in a sense where it helps everyone else out. It really does here, Libra. So let's take a look here. Card 22, the Emerald. Oh, and I turned right to the page. I love that. This is about, you can't make this up, Libra. Guess what it's about? It literally says giving and receiving, and you have that showing up in the near future, word for word. So two different cards, giving and receiving. Open your arms to reciprocity, because it is coming in. Giving and receiving, love, opening your heart to friendships, embracing unity. And the prosperity message, Libra, is this. Love and prosperity may seem to be two different things to you, but Emerald Spirit's message is that the universe, both are your natural birthright, and one can support the other. The conscious universe, both, right? Spirit's messages that you are supported in all of your business and financial dealings today. Ask yourself, what would love do? And we said this earlier in your reading. How do you feel, right? How does your heart feel about it? So ask yourself, what would love do? And let your loving heart guide you to be self-loving and loving towards others. Love means respecting what people offer with good intentions. It means giving to others without fear that you won't get the return on investment in the exact amount or the form you hope for. Love and prosperity flow among all of us, and today you are called to align with that flow. Now, emerald is a heart healing stone, Libra. It carries the energy of universal love. And Libra also governs the heart chakra. So for those of you that are really wanting to activate your power, right, especially when it comes to the heart here, emerald is a beautiful stone to do so. When you meditate with this stone, it opens the heart and it soothes. It brings more compassion and kindness into our world. For those of you that have let the world break you down, right, you've let literally the world showing up here in the past, it is in reverse. So if there's been a situation or many situations where people have lied to you, betrayed you, taken advantage of you, you have this opportunity to open your heart to this highest ascension, highest level of love. When you meditate with this stone, it opens the heart, allowing releases of blockages brought about by painful emotions. It teaches love and compassion and asks that we carry these qualities out into the world to be shared with others. So again, you are being called here to expose or open up the shadow, we'll call it the shadow, and help others come to this place of love as well through your teachings, Libra, through your wisdom, through your knowledge, through your guidance, through your service. Whatever this is here for you, you are being called to step up, open up, and receive that flow of abundance. That is what I have for you, Libra. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. It also helps the channel as well. If you are vibing with the energy here and you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so. And I would love to see those power animals in the comment section box below. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here, Libra. Lots of love.